Hi, I'm Chris from needlepointers.com. Today I'm sharing a new easy sewing project with you. These easy washcloth hanging dish towels. This is a variation on our pot holder hanging dish towel, but instead of a pot holder on the top, it uses a coordinating washcloth and dish towel. I have two versions, one with the snap and one with a button. The plastic snaps are a little quicker to install, but if you don't have snaps, you can easily sew a buttonhole and add a button. These will make quick and easy hostess, housewarming, bridal shower, or holiday gifts. I purchased these towels and washcloths from my local dollar store. They usually have themed towel and washcloth sets available for purchase, so right now they had holiday and football themed towels. I also like to purchase towels from Kohl's because they have nice multi-pack towels and washcloths. They are often on sale, and if I have an additional discount coupon, I can pick them up very inexpensively. If you'd like to see a free photo tutorial of this project or purchase supplies for this project, please click the link in the description of this video to visit our website. We will also have an ad-free printable PDF version of this tutorial available on our Etsy shop. Let's get started on this quick and easy sewing project. What you will need to make the hanging towel is a towel and washcloth set, marking chalk or pencil, ruler, button or plastic snaps and snap pliers, a sewing machine, and other common sewing supplies. Place your towel on a work surface with the right side facing up. Measure the length of your towel. Mark a line at the halfway point of the towel using your marking chalk or pencil. Mark a line on the right side of your washcloth from corner to corner. At your sewing machine, stitch a basting stitch along the marked line. Leave long thread tails on both sides. A basting stitch is a straight stitch set to the longest length your sewing machine will stitch. Back at your work surface, lay the towel on the table. Take the top thread on one side and gently pull it while pushing the towel and begin to gather the towel. Work from both sides, but be sure that both sides you're pulling on the top thread. Gather the towel until it's about 6 inches wide. Tie off the threads on each side with a double knot so that it won't slip out of place. Next, measure the washcloth from corner to corner, minus 17 inches. Take this measurement and subtract 6, and then divide that by 2. So 17 minus 6 is 11, divided by 2 is 5.5. This is the amount we're going to fold in the corners of the washcloth on each side. Lay the washcloth with the right side facing down. Fold the two corners across from one another in by the amount you calculated. Line up the marked line on both sides so that the folds are straight. Place a couple of pins, but don't pin the extra layer. Make sure you keep that out of the pin area. Use a sharp pair of scissors to cut off the points. We want to leave about a 1-inch gap in the center. This is so that we'll be able to put on the snaps. The plastic snaps don't install well on more than 2 layers of fabric, so cut it so there's at least a 1-inch gap in the middle. Next, sew along the marked line and across the center with a straight stitch on a normal length. I'll be back right after I've sewn that. Next, place the towel with the right side facing up and spread out on the work surface. Place the center stitch line of the washcloth along the stitch gathering line on the towel with the right sides facing each other. Pin them together. Sew across the washcloth along the same stitch line as before, keeping everything flat. Don't forget to back tack at the beginning and the ending. You might have to help it through a little bit because it's pretty thick. Flip the washcloth sides together with the wrong sides facing each other. The towel will hang down below the washcloth. Align the edges of the sides all the way around and pin the two sides of the washcloth together. Stitch around the edge of the washcloth with a top stitch about 1/8 to 1/4 inch from the edge. Along the finished sides, I usually stitch just inside the finished edge. Pick a side that's going to be your front. On this towel, it definitely has a front because it has this embroidery on it. and fold the point down like an envelope. If you're going to install a button, sew a buttonhole and then stitch on the button underneath on the back. We have a tutorial on how to sew a buttonhole on a Bernina machine, and I'll put a link to that in the description. If you're using cam snaps, we have a full tutorial on how to install cam snaps also. To install the cam snaps, take your awl, make a hole, and then place the snap through the hole. Flip it over, place one of the snap pieces on, and then use your cam snap pliers to install the cam snap. Then I fold it down again like this, flip it up, and put the awl through where the snap would be. Place the snap through from the back to the front, place the other half of the snap on, and then use the cam snap pliers to install the snap. Make sure you test your snap a few times to make sure it's installed properly. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a quick and easy hanging towel from a store purchased washcloth and towel set. Like and share our videos, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss future videos. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for lots of sewing tutorials and free projects. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly newsletter so you won't miss new tutorials. Happy sewing!